In this video I'm going to show you how to build a fully working AI Instagram chatbot step by step. You'll see how to connect your Instagram page to a Facebook app, get the right permissions, and then get a long live token so your chatbot runs in the background 24/7, all inside n8n. We're rebuilding the whole thing together so you can follow along even if you've never automated anything before. Today we won't just build a tutorial automation, we'll build one that's designed to run inside a real business. And I call that the client ready framework. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, my name is Dan. I've spent over a decade building software for businesses, and now I'm building an AI agency in public. Here on this channel I'm sharing real automations that you can build without knowing how to code. So make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out. Alright, now let's jump right into it. Everything starts from a Facebook page, so go on ahead and create a Facebook page and an Instagram account. Both are easy to create, you can just follow the steps shown on the screen. Now you need to connect those together. So go to settings right here, search for connected accounts or linked accounts, and then you can see that you have Instagram right here. Mine says that it's connected to brandbounce.io. Make sure you also have this checkbox checked, and this is pretty much it for this step. Now you have to create a Facebook business account. So head to business.facebook.com/overview, press on create business. I'm gonna name mine test BB from brandbounce. I'm naming it test because I'm gonna delete it after this video. Then you have to add a business email. I'm just gonna add my email, and then I'm gonna press on submit. Okay, now we've gotta confirm our email address and then press on done. Then head to settings, pages. You'll see an empty screen like this one with no pages added. Press on add an existing Facebook page. Now search for the Facebook page you just created, and you should also see the connected Instagram account right here. Press on next, next, and then press on I agree, and add page and Instagram. It will ask you to log in with your Instagram account, so go on ahead and do that. Choose the right one. Okay, now it's loading, it should take a couple of seconds. And you should see a message like this one, page added successfully for both your Facebook page and your Instagram account. Done. Okay, this is all you have to do in the business account. From here you can create ads and do other stuff, but we don't care about this for now. Now head up to developers.facebook.com, press on my apps right here. You should be able to log in with your Facebook account. Okay, then press on create app, give it a name. I'm gonna name it the same as I did for my business account. Press on next. For use cases, select all, then search for Instagram right here, manage messaging and content on Instagram. Select it and then press next. Then you have to select the business account you created earlier, so it's gonna be this one, test BB. Next. You have no requirements to publish the app, so that's fine. Next. You'll see an overview, so just go on ahead and press on go to dashboard. Okay, now that we've created an app, you can head out to n8n by clicking the link in the description below. n8n is the tool that will help us build the automation. You'll get a 15-day trial, so go ahead and press on get started or sign in if you already have an account. n8n is actually open source, that means it's free and you can host it, but I'm choosing to use their cloud version. It's, I don't know, $30 a month. Here inside n8n you should see an empty canvas. I already have some test automations here, but go on ahead and press on create workflow. The first node we're going to add is gonna be a webhook node. So go on ahead and search for webhook. Okay, go to settings and press on allow multiple HTTP methods, because we're gonna have one flow for verifying the Facebook token and another one for doing the actual automation. Okay, now on the get part, press on the plus button here and search for code. We're gonna have a small code block. Don't get scared of it, you don't need to know how to code. We will generate it with ChatGPT. So press on code. Then I'm using Atlas. I have this Ask ChatGPT right here. It will open in a sidebar, so it has context of the window I'm working in. In the code block shown on the screen, I need to validate the Facebook token for a webhook. Give me the code for that. Okay, I'm just gonna press on copy code and paste it right here. And it should work fine, but we'll have to test it. Then I can close this ChatGPT window and proceed with my verification. Now we need a respond to webhook node, so go on ahead and search for respond to webhook. And we need to respond with text. And then right here we need to return the JSON response, but we don't have it right now, so just put test. Okay, now if we go back to our first webhook, then in the respond select right here, select using respond to webhook node. And this is pretty much the first part. All this does is verifies the token that Facebook sends, so it knows your app is legit. Now we can head back to our developer app and go to use cases right here. Press on customize for the one you added. Now we're gonna have to configure it. I mean only the first 3 steps because we don't need the other ones. Now go ahead on the permissions and features tab and you'll need to add the following permissions. Search for Instagram basic and press on add. Now search for Instagram manage messages and press on add. Now search for pages read engagement and press on add. Then for pages show list, and then search for business management and also add this one. Okay, and this is pretty much all the permissions we need to add. We'll come back if we need more, we'll see as we go. Then we can head back to API setup and Instagram login. Press on add all required permissions right here. Now, it says right here that we need to add an Instagram account to generate access tokens and set up webhook subscription. Before proceeding, make sure to assign the Instagram tester role to the account in the roles tab. So press on the roles link right here. Press on add people. Select Instagram tester. Then search for the username of that Instagram account and press on add. Now, you'll be able to see it here, but as you can see the status is pending, so we have to activate it. So we gotta head up to Instagram, click on more, settings, search for website permissions, press on app and websites, then press on tester invites, and in here you'll have to accept this invite. Now it should appear here, and if we go back to our roles tab in the app and we refresh, we will be able to see that the status is not pending anymore. Great, now we can head back to our configuration, and now we have to configure the webhook. So it needs a callback URL and a verified token. Okay, so head back to n8n, copy the URL you have right here in the test tab and paste it right here. And for verified token, we can put anything, but we have to make it a bit complex, like a password. But for the sake of this example, I'll just add test. Go ahead and copy this, head back to n8n, head to the code block, and in here you should be able to see your verified token. Go ahead and paste test instead of what was there before. ChatGPT also left us this node right here, replace with your own secret verified token. Okay, now go on ahead and save the workflow, go on the webhook node and press on listen for test event. Now head back to the app and press on verify and save. It's okay, it threw an error, but if we head back to n8n, we can see that we did receive this event. And let's see what the problem was. So we didn't finish it completely. Let's try and execute the code node, so go on it and press on execute step. Okay, it's true because we have the same token as we have configured in our app. And then we go back to the respond to the webhook node, and instead of tests right here, we have to drag and drop the challenge. Great, and we press on execute step. We save the workflow, press right here on execute workflow, and it's gonna wait for a trigger event, so we can head back to our app and press again on verify and save. Now it should not return any error messages. And it did give us a list of webhook fields. It's subscribed to most of them. We only need the messages for the sake of this API testing. Now let's see if messages work. So head back to n8n. Again, press on execute workflow, and then we'll head back to the app. On the same line as messages, press on test and click on send to server. Successfully tested the message. Let's see if it worked. As you can see, it's green, and the second line is now also green, so we can see that it receives some data. Okay, now that we know we receive our messages, we have to respond. So go on ahead and click on the plus button right here on the post line and click on AI, select AI agent, and then the source will be defined below. And we're just gonna go to the body of the webhook and just drag and drop the message text. Now it will not know what to do with this message, so we need to add a system message so it knows who he is and what it should do. So let's go on ahead and press on Ask ChatGPT again. Create a system message for the AI agent that should respond to the message received in my Instagram. Make sure it returns only the text of the response and no extra text, explanations or formatting. The Instagram account is for an AI agency called Brand Bounce. All the AI should do is answer questions about the brand or products and book calls. Let's see what it answers. Okay, now I'm just gonna copy right here and paste it in the system message. Let's see what it wrote. You are an AI assistant of Brand Bounce. Great. When someone messages on Instagram, respond naturally and conversationally like a friendly human assistant. Answer only questions related to brand bounce, its AI automation services, YouTube tutorials, or how to book a call. If someone asks about working with brand bounce or getting help, invite them to book a free strategy call and include this link. Okay, we're gonna change this later, but it's good for now. Keep every response short, clear, and helpful. Do not include any explanation, notes, formatting, or greetings, only the plain response text. Never output anything other than the text you want to send as the Instagram reply. Great, now I'm gonna press on execute step, and it's not gonna work because we haven't added the chat model, so go ahead and press on the plus button right here. And now we need to find the chat model. I'm gonna go for OpenAI, so go ahead and search for it. And then you're gonna need an OpenAI account. So for this, you need to head to platform.openai.com. Then you're gonna have to register or log in with your ChatGPT account. Then head to settings, billing. You should see that you have an available credit balance here. So you have to add some money. $5 should be more than enough for now. Then head to API keys, press on create new secret key, give it a name, and select the project that you want to put a key in. It's gonna select the default one you have created when you created your account. Then press on create secret key. Okay, and it's gonna return a new API key. Make sure you don't share this with anyone, because if you do, then they'll be able to use your OpenAI account. Then go ahead and copy it, press on the pen right here, and paste your API key. Great. Now, when you press on save, it should show as connection tested successfully. Okay, now that we have an account, we can close this window and then select the model. I'm gonna go for a fast one. The mini ones are usually the fastest, because if we use something like GPT-5, it will take, I don't know, 30 seconds before it returns an answer. It will be a better answer, but it will take too much. I mean, if you're looking for instant answers and keep people engaged, then use a mini version. If not, go for a better one. I'm gonna use the mini one for now, and we'll see as we go. Great, now we can go ahead and add a memory also. Press on the plus button right here. Simple memory. And we don't have a chat trigger node, so we'll define below the key for our memory store. So go ahead and close this header window right here, search in the body, and use the sender ID as the key. What this means? It means that for each sender, so for each person that sends you a message on Instagram, it will know what you've talked about before. Context window length means 5 messages, so let's go ahead and put more, so it has context of maybe the whole conversation. Great, now we can go ahead on the AI agent node and press on execute step, head out to output right here, and it returned the answer that we should put back on Instagram. Okay, now we are in development mode, so we won't be able to send the message back, so we'll need to switch to production. And for that, go back to your app. Right here on the left side, click on publish, and it's gonna say that we need a privacy policy URL. So press right here on go to app settings. Now, if you have a website, then that's easy. You just copy and paste the privacy policy URL right here. But let me show you a quick way to do it if you don't. So head out to Google Drive, click on new right here, select Google Docs. Then we're gonna put our privacy policy right here. I mean, I should have opened it in Atlas so I can create it easily. So let me just copy the link and paste it in Atlas. Great. Now I'm gonna open ChatGPT in the right sidebar and ask it. Okay, so we need to create a privacy policy for my AI agency Brandbounce. We have a n8n workflow connected to a Facebook app that responds to customer messages. This is the prompt the AI is given. So go back to n8n and copy the prompt we put right here in the system message, and then send. Okay, press on copy, then paste it in the document. Check if it made any mistakes. For example, this email address doesn't exist, so I'm just gonna go for office.brandbounce.io. Great. Now go ahead and press on share. We're gonna give it a name. Let's name it Brandbounce Privacy Policy. Save. And then we're gonna allow access for anyone with the link, but this will only allow viewer roles. So press on done, then copy the link, go back to your Facebook app, and under privacy policy URL, paste this Google Drive URL. Press on save changes, head back to publish, and press on publish. Great, your app was successfully published. So now let's test that the workflow actually works. So we can head back to n8n, press right here and make it active. We have to go to an Instagram account that's not the one we have configured. Search for your page and send it a message. Now, if we go back to n8n and check the executions tab, we should see that it executed successfully right now, but it did not, because this is only the test execution. So something is not working right. Okay, so we also have to configure our production webhook, because we didn't do that. So go back to your Facebook app, go to the use cases tab, press on customize, go to the configure webhooks tab here, and now we have to head to n8n. In the editor tab, press on the webhook node, press right here on the production URL, copy it, and paste it in your Facebook app right here. The verified token I added is test. I'm going to use the same one we use for development, but please don't use this because it's too easy and people will guess it. Now head back to n8n, save the workflow, go back to the Facebook app and press on verify and save. Great, it seems like it works successfully, but let's go back to n8n and check. The executions tab right here. It got on the first flow where it checks that the domain is valid. Head back to the editor tab, press again on execute workflow, and then go back to your Instagram account that's not the page you have configured and type another message. Now we can go back to n8n, check the executions tab, and we have nothing. Okay, I finally managed to fix it. So basically what you need to do is head to generate access token right here and expand it, and click right here on webhook subscription. And now if we go back to Instagram, on a different profile than the one we have configured this for, we'll send the hello test message. And now we can head back to n8n, and we should see that we have a new execution. Let me just refresh. It's this one right here. It threw an error, but that's great because it's working. Click on debug in editor. Then we're gonna go back to our node right here. Now we're gonna drag and drop the text again. And then for memory, we'll also do this. So click on mapping, body, and we have to drop the sender ID right here. Okay, great. Now let's try and send another message. Make sure to save the workflow before. Hello. Now it should have run and it should be green. Now let's see what it answered. Hi, how can I help you with AI automation or brand bounce today? Okay, now that we have the response, we have to send it back to Instagram. So let's search for Facebook Graph API. Then we're gonna choose the host URL as default. Then we're gonna put post as the method. Then we are gonna use the latest version. I might not have the latest n8n updates. It should be 24, but let's see if it works with 23. Then we're gonna put a node. The node is the Instagram page ID. Now I'm gonna show you how to get that, but before let's add the edge, which is messages. Let's go on ahead to Facebook Graph API. So it's developer.facebook.com/tools/explorer. Okay, and in here you have to select a meta app, the one you created. You'll be able to see it here. You need to add some permissions, so go and search for Instagram basic, Instagram manage messages, pages show list, pages read engagement, business management. It's the same ones I think that we selected in our app. Okay, and now in order to find the Instagram page ID, you have to right here click on get and then search for me/accounts. Okay, we need an active access token, so press right here on generate access token. It will ask you to log in with Facebook. Select the page that you need this for and the business account that you created, and then it's gonna ask you for the Instagram page. Okay, now we have an access token. We can press on submit, and as you can see, you have an ID right here. This is the page ID. Go ahead and store it somewhere so you don't have to search for it every time. Now if we press on it, then it will run another API call and it will return the page name and the page ID. Now in the URL bar right here, we can add a question mark and write fields equal connected Instagram account. Great, and press on submit. And this is the Instagram page ID. So go ahead and copy it and paste it in n8n right here in node. Great, now we need to send a body to the request. So we're gonna go on ahead and press on add option, select query parameters JSON, and in here press on expression. Then you're gonna have an empty JSON object and we need to put some data here. So go on ahead and put messaging type response. Then for the second one, we're gonna put the recipient from the webhook node. Okay, it's gonna be a bit different. We'll copy it from the other node, but let's finish the body first. And then we're gonna have the message, the actual message we are sending back. So I think also this one is gonna be different. So let's save the workflow for now. Don't do anything else. Let's connect some credentials. So you won't have any, but in order to create one, press on create new credential right here, and you'll need to paste an access token. So go back to your Explorer tools and press on the copy token button right here and paste it and press on save. Great. Now save it again, head back to your execution, select the successful one, copy to editor, unpin. Great, and now you'll see it as green, so you can drag and drop things here. For this message right here, we'll need to drag and drop this output, and for the recipient ID, we'll need to check the webhook, body, recipient ID, just drag and drop it within these codes right here. Now we can test it and press on execute step. Okay, application does not have the capability to make this API call. Okay, here we got it wrong, so it must be the sender ID, not the recipient ID. Execute step. Same problem. I managed to fix the problem, it's quite easy. So, in order for Instagram to send the messages, you need to configure your page, not the Instagram account, which is a bit weird if you ask me. Now, head back to your Graph API Explorer, and remember this page ID you had that I told you to store, then copy it, and then paste it right here in the node block, not the Instagram account, but the Facebook page ID, and then go on ahead and generate a new access token, reconnect, and make sure to select right here the page access token and select the page you want the token for. Okay, then copy it, go back to your n8n workflow, click on this little pen right here and paste it in here and press on save. And now if you press on execute step, it will actually send the message, as you can see here. I sent it twice, the first time when I fixed it and the second time now. So now let's test that the whole workflow works. Hello. Now it should respond because okay, great. Hi, if you're interested in AI automation, want to book a free, just let me know. What kind of automations do you do? We create automations for marketing, sales funnels, customer follow-up, social media scheduling, and more to help businesses grow faster using AI. You can learn more or book a free strategy call here. It gave me a link. Okay, but I wanted to actually book the calls. So how do we do that? Now we can go back to our n8n, make sure everything is saved. Then in the AI agent node, we're gonna modify some things. We're gonna modify this row right here, and we're gonna go to Ask ChatGPT. We need to modify the selected text to train the AI to use the Google Sheet it has access to actually book a call. Okay, copy. Then we're just gonna paste it and see what it wrote. If there's a free slot, confirm the booking and tell them the date, the time you added them for. If no slot is available, politely. Great, 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 great. Save it again, close the ChatGPT window, and we need to add a tool to ChatGPT. So go on ahead and press on the plus button right here and search for Google Sheets. I already have a Google Sheets account, it's very easy to configure, so press on create new credential, auth and press on sign in with Google, and this is pretty much all you need to do. Let me show you. Continue. Great, connection successful. Now we're gonna have to select a document in which it will work, but first we need to create it. So go to drive.google.com, new, Google Sheets, brand bounce bookings. Okay, so I added 2 test rows right here. So today from 12 to 12:30 I have an appointment with John Doe, and I have some additional info about it. And then I have another one with Jane Doe 1 hour later. So we're just gonna copy it 2 more times. Then we're gonna remove the names, so the AI sees them as empty. We're gonna change the times. Okay, and we added 2 more time slots, which are empty, it doesn't have a person. So now the AI agent will know that these are empty and it will try to book people here. So go back to your n8n automation, choose the document you just created, brand bounce bookings, then select the sheet, is the first one because we only have one, and then execute steps, and it will see all the rows in that sheet. Now let's see how it works. I've saved it and now let's talk to it. I would like to book a call. Could you do that for me? Sure, please share your name and your preferred time or time range for the call. My name is Dan. When are you available? Hi Dan, we have the availability from exactly the 2 that I added in the sheet. Okay, and it won't have the possibility to actually book me because I didn't give it access yet. So let's go on ahead back to our workflow, connect a new tool. Again, select Sheets. The credentials will be automatically configured. We're gonna select right here append or update row. We're gonna choose the same document again and the same sheet, and then for person name we're gonna let the AI modify, the same for additional info. Let's also leave the AI the possibility to add new rows, so let's also put those 2. Great, now we can save again. So head back to Instagram, let's just respond with this. Let's see what it does. Which Instagram username should I log for you along with your name and booking? Why would it need the Instagram username? Maybe we send some weird description right here. Let's see. Okay, right here we told him to log the Instagram username. We don't need that. Let's just say additional info. Let's save it. Let's go back to our messages. Let's just respond with then and see what it does. Okay, I actually forgot to add the email and he's asking me for that, so that's great. It also needs the phone number. Okay, I'm finalizing your booking for this time slot. Let's see if it worked. Let me refresh this. It didn't actually update. Okay, modify the instructions, make the AI update the sheet once it confirms the time slot with the person, ask only for phone number, ask for additional info, if none then it's okay. Great, now let's send it and see what it answers. Okay, copy and paste it right here, let's see what it added. After confirming, immediately update the Google Sheet with their name, Instagram username. We don't need the Instagram username. Now we saved the workflow again. We have to go back to the update row in Sheet because we added a new row. Press on refresh and we can see phone number here. Let's let the model define this parameter and then save again. Great. Now let's try and book another call. Wait, I don't appear as booked. Let's see what it does. I'm sorry for the delay then, I'm updating your booking. Okay, so it took more than usual. Let's see that it updated my booking. Still nothing. Okay, why? I actually can't make it. No problem then, would you like to reschedule? Yes. When can we reschedule? Can you book that slot for me? I am having a small issue updating the system. Let's see what that is. Okay, column to match on is required, so it can't update until we select this. Column to match on. Now let's select the phone number and let's try again. Can you try again? Your booking has been updated. Let's check if it is actually... Okay, great, it has been updated. So now the booking system works. Now if we try to schedule another call, okay, it added a new row, but that's not a problem, that can be fixed easily because we have had it before. So I think we can fix this by just giving it update rights, not create. I think we can just select update row right here. But that's fine because I wanted to create new rows. This is not a problem. So the automation works. We have an AI chatbot. Whoever sends a message to it will talk to someone who can answer their questions about automation and stuff, and then it can give info about the product. Now, some things I would do, I would give it access to a database of information about your products, but it seems like it works great. It books calls for you, so while you sleep you have this AI agent in the background answering your Instagram messages. And it's very inexpensive because it runs on n8n. You can deploy your own instance or use their cloud version. I'm using the cloud one because it's very fast. Okay, now let me show you how to get a long-lived access token, because the token we get right here will expire in around 1 hour and you want to leave your automation running in the background. So in order to do that, head to developers.facebook.com/tools/explorer. You gotta add the same permissions you added before. Then click on generate access token, reconnect, then select your page right here, copy the token, then go to developers.facebook.com/tools/debug/access token. Okay, and paste the token you just copied. You'll see right here that it's of type page and it will expire in about an hour. So scroll down and press on extend access token. Then you'll get this new token, so copy it. If you want to check that it works fine, press again on debug. It should say right here that it's of the same type page and that it expires in about 2 months. Then head back to n8n, click on your Facebook Graph API, press on the pen icon right here, then paste this new token and click on save. And now you are all set up. You can just activate your automation and it will run in the background. Okay, if you want to build it for free on your computer using Docker, then click on this video right here. I'll show you step by step how to run it locally without spending a single cent.